Hey, peace and power, ladies and gents. If you're catching me on the playback, hit me with a thumbs up or thumbs down. Depends on however you feel about my topic today. This is not going to be long as usual. Y'all know me. I don't like long streams. So let's get right into it, man. Uh, well, first off, how's everybody doing? Say, Mar the Machine. How you doing, bro? Hey, Mar, if you want to jump on, let me know, King. But nah, man, I just want to talk about quickly about this whole Lisa Bales, as usual, man. Peace and power to your sister. Always glad to have you on with me. You always support me. I really appreciate that. Uh, Devin Haney has been reinstated apparently by the WBC with his WBC belt, 135 belt, and of course this also accusation to Fortuna. Now Devin Haney was stripped because he got hurt, I think, in one of his fights last year, and they said he would not be ready in time to face the mandatory. You know, WBC is very iffy and very inconsistent in how they deal with mandatories. Um, anyway, they made Devin Haney champion in recess, meaning as soon as he comes back, he would have gotten the first shot at the at whoever wins out of Luke Campbell and Javier Fortuna. However, because the corona, it gave Devin Haney a chance to heal up properly. He's 100%. He's good, you know, and he said, "Look, man, I'm 100%. I can face my mandatory, which is Javier Fortuna. There's no need to have Luke Campbell. What up, Chen Smoke? How you doing, King? You know, there's no need for you to have no Luke Campbell versus Javier Fortuna fight. Luke Campbell was pissed. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like that at all. He was on seconds out saying, you know, Devin Haney, you know, will not be fighting for no belt. He's fighting for the belt next. But the WBC came out and reinstated Devin Haney as the WBC champion. So what becomes of Luke Campbell now? In my opinion, Luke Campbell, you know, I think Devin Haney was correct in his comments about Luke Campbell, where he said Luke Campbell shouldn't be fighting for no guy. And I agreed with that. I was shocked. Like, why is Luke Campbell being even looked at to fight for a belt? Luke Campbell just lost. He just lost against Lomachenko. So what is the point in putting him back into a fight? Luke Campbell has lost every single title shot, real title shot, not for a baby belt, because I think he beat Mendy at one point for like a secondary belt or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. Those of you out there who know better. Um, so Luke Campbell is one of them types who's always around the heavyweight, not the heavyweight, sorry, the championship belt, always somewhere near it. You know, I don't know. I don't know if he has great management or what, but he's always near to it. And his name is always there for a shot. He fought Linares for the WBA. He lost. He got another shot with Lomachenko just last year, I think. He lost again. He reminds me of like a Sergey Deverenchenko. Sergey also has gotten like two shots at two different belts, and he lost both of them shots. But people insist that you must fight Sergey, and Luke Campbell fans, especially the UK fans, are like, "Oh no, Devin should fight Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell should get a chance to fight for the belt. Fight for the belt for what? You've lost twice already. You know what I'm saying? You keep getting shots and you keep losing. You know what I'm saying? But blame the WBC for this because the WBC should have never put Luke Campbell in the first place. No problem you want to make Devin Haney the champion recess, but Luke Campbell's name should have never been inside there. The only person coming up is Javier Fortuna because he's gonna fight somebody for a belt. He's gonna fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in conversations on social media, you see people now dissing Devin Haney. Oh, he's a paper champ. You know, he got gifted a belt. You know what I'm saying? He should have never been given that belt. You know, he some guy even insinuated that he would have respected Devin Haney more had Devin Haney refused the belt. Refused the belt. Why would he refuse the belt? Why is it that nobody's giving Lomachenko this sort of energy. Lomachenko is the one who accepted the goddamn franchise tag. Devin Haney wanted to fight Lomachenko for that belt. Devin Haney was the mandatory. But for some reason, all that on Devin Haney. No, Devin Haney wanted to fight for his belt. But Lomachenko, like Canelo, accepted this franchise belt, nonsense belt. A belt that you can't lose. Has no mandatory. A franchise belt. So I don't know what y'all think about this whole debacle. You know, fine. Devin Haney was given a belt. I respect that. He was. But Devin Haney was not trying to get no gifts from nobody. He was trying to enforce his mandatory on Lomachenko to fight that man. And they didn't give him the opportunity. They gave it to Luke Campbell. Again, Luke Campbell, I don't know. Luke Campbell, again, is like Sergey Derenchenko, talented, always going to be somewhere near the top. But he ain't going to win no belt. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to win no belt. You're going to just be a dude who's always going to be close to it. And you're not going to win none. But you have some hardcores out there who like that, like Sergey and like Luke Campbell, who always want to see them there. When all is said and done, I think Devin Haney should fight Luke Campbell, but Devin Haney should have a chance to now put some worth behind his belt, because right now the belt is just what it is. It's kind of empty. It doesn't have any worth behind it because he was given the belt. You can't be undisputed with a goddamn franchise belt, as far as I know. You have to be undisputed with the actual belt that you have to defend. So Devin Haney has to now go off and put some legacy behind his belt. And I think by fighting Fortuna, and then if necessary, he beats up Luke Campbell, that's going to put a lot of good work behind that belt. So Luke Campbell should wait his turn, and allow Devin Haney and Javier Fortuna to have it out. And maybe he can get his shot again for a third time. I just don't understand exactly why people are giving Devin Haney that energy. This kid wants to fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and say people are ducking him. Well, he sure as hell didn't ask for no gifts. That's my opinion. Oh,
What's up there, brethren?
what's up, kid? How you doing, man?
Shit, I'm doing good, bro. Every day I wake up, I'm blessed, dog.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Every day is a new day, bro. A new
That's right.
opportunity.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? What's on your mind today?
Shit, same thing on my mind every day. Living life, you know what I mean? Living life, being happy, being blessed. What you
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about today?
No, I'm just talking about this whole Devin Haney, Luke Campbell debacle, because Luke Campbell is pissed off that I guess, Devin Haney got his belt back. He's annoyed because as far as he's concerned, he was supposed to be fighting Javier Fortuna for the belt. But I think the WBC made a right decision, because the only reason you stripped Haney was because he was injured. He couldn't fight his mandatory. Now he's fine, and he can fight his mandatory. There's no need for Luke Campbell versus Javier Fortuna fight. But Luke Campbell is pissed. But in my opinion, Luke Campbell has had two shots at a belt, at actual belts, and he's lost both. So how is Luke Campbell always getting these shots?
That's a good question. And he just lost his shot. Usually when a guy takes a shot and they lose it, they get bumped down the rankings and such. But when it comes to Luke Campbell, I kind of give him a pass on this situation because of how much he's been screwed in this situation. You know what I mean? Look, I don't care who it is. besides a Teofimo Lopez who pretty much talked and worked himself into this fight. If you get thrown in there with Lomachenko as your chance when you should have really been fighting as an eliminator, or he should have gotten a fight, to be honest, with Devin Haney for that title initially in the first place. It shouldn't have been Luke Campbell versus Lomachenko. He was already put in a severe disadvantage by being thrown in there to fight for the belt versus Lomachenko. You see what I mean? So he got screwed in that situation, if you ask me. And then with this whole champion in recess, the way I feel about it with Devin Haney is, okay, they can give him his belt back and they can justify it. That could be justified, right? But if you think about it like this, the motherfucking kid never fought for the belt anyway. They promoted Vasil Lomachenko, franchise champion, and sent that belt to him in the mail. He got it given to him. So why not make him fight for the belt versus Luke Campbell, which is the fight that should have initially happened in the beginning? So it's a two-edged sword there, because it can be justified giving the kid the belt back because it was only an injury. We got this COVID situation, so no fight was going to happen anyway, so they can justify it. But Luke Campbell has every right to be upset in this situation, if you ask me. It's like a two-edged sword there.
Well, it's not like, well, in my opinion, it's not like Luke Campbell, as you said, okay, he got put into a fight with Lomachenko or whatever. Luke Campbell was pushing for that fight with Lomachenko. He didn't say, okay, let me fight Haney for it. Luke Campbell was like, no, he wants to fight for the belt. So he got a chance to fight for the belt. Who's his management team? Because his management team is immaculate. They get him shots. I agree with you. It should have been Devin Haney versus Luke Campbell for the shot. It should have been that.
It should have been that.
But he didn't. He said he wanted a shot at the title. He got his shot at the title. So then, therefore, I don't think he got screwed out. He got what he wanted. He got the shot, right? And he lost. So my thing is, which I just said, Devin Haney is gonna fight Javier Fortuna, but I still think Devin Haney should fight Luke Campbell because he got his. Are you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, but I don't know. My camera froze, but I'm still here though.
Yeah, so I'm saying is, Devin Haney did get his belt mailed to him in the goddamn post. That's cool. So what you do now, you have to now put legacy behind your belt, and I don't think a Javier Fortuna then Luke Campbell back-to-back schedule is two bad scouts to have on your resume. So in my opinion, he should fight Javier Fortuna, then fight Luke Campbell to put some real weight behind his belt. You understand?
Because, yeah, that's true, because he never really defended it well. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, bro. I think that it's a whole screw situation. And the bottom line, the base of the situation is the WBC throwing the fucking franchise belt in there, screwing everything up to begin with. So I really can't blame any of the fighters in this situation. That's just how I feel. Like, I can't blame Haney. I can't blame Lomachenko. I can't blame Luke Campbell. It's just the WBC and the greed, bro. It's like this. They want to catch up with the WBA and all of those fucking belts they have. You understand? They don't want to let them get all of the sanctioning fees. They got to keep up. These are the two most prominent, oldest sanctioning bodies, so they got to keep up. This is why they threw the belt in there in the first place. But it was all over WBC greed. It had nothing to do with, like people were saying, Canelo wanting to do this or Lomachenko wanting to do that. It had nothing to do with any of that. It all had to do with the WBC greed, bro. You know what I mean? So I just can't hold the fighters responsible in this situation, bro. Sometimes it's the fighters, sometimes it's the politics of the sport. In this situation concerning Haney, Campbell, and Lomachenko, it's the politics, and it starts with Suleiman, bro. Suleiman do a monkey wrench and all of this shit.
Well, what I will say about that is Lomachenko didn't have to take the franchise belt either.
No, he didn't. He
didn't have to. You know what I mean? He didn't have to take it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't say, look, man, you're gonna have to take this belt. Because for me, I mean, does the franchise champion get more money or something when he fights? What do you get? You get a belt that you don't have to defend. You get a belt you can't lose. What is it? So if Lomachenko was trying to be, if he had kept the WBC belt, let me ask you something. Who, other than him, and he has what, the WBA and the WBC, and he's fighting for the IBF next, right? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Say it
No,
again.
what I'm saying is, if he had kept the WBC belt, like Haney has now, he has the WBA, right? Also, Lomachenko.
Right.
Who has the WBO at 135? Who has that?
Tell you the truth, bro. Let me see. Teofimo, didn't he get that from Comey? From Comey?
Isn't Teofimo the IBF? Who's the IBF?
I think. Wait. Teofimo. I don't know, bro. I don't even know. I thought Teofimo won the WBO from Comey. Did
Nah, he
Comey
won the
have the
IBF.
WBO or IBF?
IBF, I think. Anyway, what I'm saying is, for me, everybody knows me. I'm all about the path to undisputed. That is the only thing that, if you're in a division, your goal should always be to be the one champion, undisputed. That's it. By him giving up that belt, does that indicate that he has no need to be undisputed? That's why you have people making up these, saying these things like he ducked Devin Haney. I don't know about ducking Devin Haney because I think Lomachenko is not ducking anybody, but I don't see the point in giving up that belt, which would have taken you to undisputed, to take a franchise belt. What was the point of that? Because now you got to go back and fight this man anyway for the same belt if you want to be undisputed.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I feel you, bro. Like, look, man, we know that handlers have a lot to do with this shit. Here we go again, Bob Arum. Like,
Right.
people can say, no, but Chico did this, but is it not beneficial for Bob Arum to get that belt for his fighter? Fuck what Lomachenko want. Because Lomachenko already came up in a video and said that shit was thrown on him. Nobody believed him, but that's what he already said. I kind of believe that, bro. This was dealings behind the scenes with Bob Arum in the WBC. I don't think Lomachenko or Canelo, they might have knew about it, and then eventually the shit was thrown on them. They accepted and was like, whatever, move on. Especially with Lomachenko, because he was close to the point where I think that he was going to say, fuck y'all belt, I'll vacate it, which is why they initially did it with him in the first place, so that they wouldn't lose him and they could continue to collect sanctioning fees off of him. But with Lomachenko, the situation, Bob Arum seen it beneficial for him. So, boom, fuck what Loma wants. That's why I say, bro, this whole situation with this franchise belt, I just personally can't blame the fighters. It's all speculation. I can't prove it, but that's what makes sense to me.
Okay. Now I just like, I'm seeing the conversation and I'm like, it's really messed up. A kid like Haney, who wasn't looking for no gifts, who was saying, look, man, I want to fight you for this belt. Let's fight, because wasn't Haney supposed to be the mandatory next or something like after Luke Campbell?
Yeah.
Because right. So he's like, look, I want to fight you for the belt. Then he gets his belt thrown on him or whatever. And he's like, well, okay, I'm the champ. Then people still, like I was saying before you came in, I got people telling me, oh, I would have respected Haney more if he had said, I don't want the belt. I'm like, why? Why would he say that? With this belt, he can become undisputed champion, right? That's the goal. So what he has to do now with his belt is put some work behind his belt, because the fighter makes the belt. The belt don't make the fighter. You know what I'm saying? You could be a champion and not do a goddamn thing with your belt. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? We see that now with another person who was given a belt, Mr. Jamal Charlo, who has a belt and is not doing nothing with the belt. He's not putting no work behind that belt. He got Canelo's belt, right? And he's not putting nothing behind. He's not putting no works behind that. We see that also with your favorite guy, Boo Boo. He might be trying, but he don't have no work behind that belt yet. So Devin Haney, people telling me he should have rejected the belt. I don't agree. What do you think? Should he have rejected that belt? You're on mute. You're on mute.
My bad. Yeah, let me tell you something. Fuck no, I don't think he should have rejected it or Jamal Charlo. Why? Like, only thing I say about this is, yeah, they got the belt handed to him and they paper champs. Well, how do you get out of the shadow of being a paper champ? Defend it well. So why
Right.
should they turn the belt down when that's the major goal for anybody is to get a title? So they got the title. If you defend it well, then you're a viable champion. So
Right.
just defend it well. But why the fuck being that young? Hell no, he shouldn't have turned it down. If they're gonna give me the fucking belt, I'll take the belt. Now I gotta defend it well though and prove that I deserve to be a champion. That's all you
Exactly.
don't be a paper champ and get the fucking belt and then Charlo the belt. Because when you Charlo the belt, then you're officially a paper champ because you're fighting Dennis
Right.
Hogan and Korballs and guys like that. You feel me?
So Charlo is an adjective now. You Charlo the belt.
Yeah, you Charlo the belt.
That's why these people think you're hating, D. That's
I
why they
mean,
don't like you,
bro. Nah, here. Man, I got shit to do, nigga. Yeah, my
D.
bad.
Yeah, man.
My bad.
That's all right, man. That's all right, man. You on the move today, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I mean, because like I like to stay inside, right? So I go out and kind of take care of everything I have to take care of, like getting food and water and shit like that, and then just go in and chill. Like, because when I go in and chill, I'm not coming back out. You know what I mean? So
You sound like me, bro. I came to the city today to get my food, water. I just stopped by my office just to pick a few things up,
right,
and I'm gonna be on my way because when I go home, that's it.
that's it. I'm not coming back out. I'm just gonna stay in the house and fuck around with everybody on my end, and whatever. But I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
man.
be running back and forth.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's basically what I wanted to. I mean, talk about today. Just what should people like Haney and them do? Because if people are telling me Devin Haney should have rejected this belt, I'm like, reject the belt. But
Yeah,
fucking what?
that's foolishness, bro. That's pure foolishness. There's no
You know
need
what I'm
for
saying?
him to reject the belt. Like Orchado, like I said, Orchado is look, again, oh, these damn squirrels, bro. I don't be wanting to hit them, but they look like you're gonna hit them when they run across the street. But anyway, with Darlo, it's like, bro, why would you on your first title defense fight a guy that basically prospect already beat up? You feel me? Because that's what Charlo did.
Right.
His first title defense was versus Dennis Hogan. Bro, he was
Yeah.
beat by a prospect. That should not be his first title defense. Should have been against a Deverenchenko, Sergey Deverenchenko.
Right.
That would have been a respectable title defense. Okay, we know you're not going to unify with Andre. You're ducking that smoke. I ain't going to
Right.
argue with that. You're ducking that smoke. But at least defend well. Either unify or defend well. If you got the belt given to you, fuck it. Go try to get another one. That really should have been his first move, if you want to be
Right.
honest.
Right.
Because there's no way, we already know Andre's not turning down the smoke. We know who was turning down the smoke. But again,
Yeah.
it's just not in the plans. And if the PBC want to capture these belts and hold them hostage, then fucking go put them against Andre. That gives you another belt to capture. But they don't have faith that Andre will beat the guy, obviously. They don't have faith in that. They feel like they may lose that WBC belt they have over to the zone. So, nah, let's not put him in a fight with this guy because he may give our belt, our middleweight belt that we do have, he may give that up and send it over to the zone. And so they don't get him to take the fight.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I think somebody like Haney, you know what I'm saying, if he beats Fortuna as his mandatory, then he go fights Luke Campbell. That's two good scalps to add some legacy to that belt. That's two good scalps. After that, because he still says he wants to fight Lomachenko, go fight Lomachenko by all means, sir. You're young enough that even if you lose the fight, you're young enough that that's not gonna matter too much. If you lose, you just lose against the best. That's cool.
Right.
Ain't no shame in that, right? But I'm just like really confused. Like I find people giving Devin Haney more energy than the person that dropped the belt or his handlers or Lomachenko's handlers. It's like, why y'all telling Lomachenko he could have refused the belt? You know what I'm saying? It works both ways, right? And
Damn right.
hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I say, yeah, you're right.
It works both ways, but you can't be telling Devin Haney, I will respect you more if you refuse the belt. Why would this young man refuse the WBC belt with which he can challenge other people and unify? He can't unify nobody with a franchise belt.
Right.
It's not like Lomachenko. If you need, does the franchise belt command higher sanctioning fees or something? Because it's not like Lomachenko brings in a bunch of money for his fights. Where is that how? Well, let me ask you: when these people get their sanctioning fees, does it go up when they have big fights? Do they get a percentage of that?
I believe it works on the percentage of the purse. Oh,
The
I don't
purse.
know if this is look. I don't even really want to play guesswork with this iron cone. I think that my thoughts on it would be that the sanctioning body would definitely make it more appealing. You gotta stop saying you fucking dumbass. Would make it more appealing to them. So you would think that a percentage of the purse is how it would work, because that's how most of these guys, like managers and all of that, they get their money off a percentage of what their purse is going to be. So why would the sanctioning body give up that benefit? If you give a set amount and then say it's like a $50 million fight, then you lose. You know what I mean? So I think it's a
Mm.
percentage of the purse, but I wouldn't imagine that one of these, off-brand belts would bring more sanctioning fees than the regular belt. So you would it would be safe to assume that the that franchise champion belt is probably less sanctioning fees. You understand what I'm saying? Which
So
that gives
then,
the benefit. That gives the benefit.
no, okay.
Now again,
I,
that's just speculation. Ring IQ, he would be someone good to ask about this, because that motherfucker's all in the politics of the sport. Like, and he's deep into that. So I'm gonna ask Jay too the next time I talk to him.
because my thing is, if Lomachenko drops that belt, what is the benefit? Because you can't unify the belt, whatever. So that means Haney actually has a belt that matters. So I really would like to know the science behind having even if it's Bob Arum that told him to drop the belt. I really would like to know the science behind take the franchise tag and not have a WBC belt with which you can unify. Same with Canelo. What was the point? Why give that up?
Yeah, well, okay, for the fighter, I get you, but for the promotional company or their team, the benefit would be not having their fighter forced into any fight. Then they can maneuver better. You understand? Because with that franchise belt, you can't win that franchise belt, and there's no mandatory for it. But if you got a guy holding multiple belts and you got to worry about mandatory from this one, mandatory from that one, blah, 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 then the benefit for the promotional team is that their fighter will not be forced into a fight and they don't lose their belt.
I see. I see. I got you. I got you. Well, at least
And
your man
that's why
Deontay.
I said that this was, I kind of want to believe Lomachenko when I said that Bob Arum and Suleiman worked behind the scenes, because it was more beneficial for them. The same thing with Oscar. It's more beneficial for the promotional team. The boxer don't give a fuck, especially with Canelo. He get 35 a pop no matter what.
So basically, then it's like they kind of knew Canelo. They wanted to have Canelo bouncing around the weight classes, and they didn't want to have Jamal Charlo and them breathing down their neck saying, "I want to fight."
I wouldn't really say Charlo. I would just say anybody, because Canelo is probably the most sought after fighter in boxing. Maybe him and Joshua. You understand what I'm saying? Like everybody wants
Yeah.
them. So because of the money, of course. So instead of being forced into anything, if he's holding these belts, then eventually you're going to have mandatories or you're going to be stripped. And if it happens to be the IBF, guess what? They will strip you. So instead of having any of that heat on them, it just makes more sense to get this franchise belt that gives you more freedom to move how you want to move.
I see. I see. I see. Well, hey,
And of
man.
course,
I
this is
mean,
just my opinion on the whole thing. I mean, I could be dead ass wrong, but it just makes sense
right.
to me that that's why they would do some things like this. And then, you know, of course, it's going to stir up the fan base. Oh, well, he took that belt just so he could hide. Well, of course, okay, it sounds that way to you, but we all know that it's all politics behind this bullshit, bro.
I got you. Well, man, hey, man, I just wanted to really come on and put that on record for me. Thank you for coming to my first. Is this the first time being on one of my lives, D?
Yeah, that's the first time I caught you. I seen you
Uh,
live. Let me jump on there and holler at my man. I ain't calling right quick.
man, I appreciate you coming on, man. I'm gonna get home myself. I already got all my shit. I see you in the supermarket. Tell them people to stay 6 feet from you, okay?
Yeah. No doubt, bro. You take it easy. Appreciate you having
Uh,
me on, dog.
peace, man. Peace. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah. Hey, man, I want to thank y'all for listening to my bullshit today, my nonsense. So, y'all have a nice day. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Mind your business. Peace.